What is up, Sean Ballers? It is Sean Balls. And today, I'm going to be telling you my predictions on the Western Conference in the NBA. But I'm going to be doing it by each division. And also in this video, if you do hear cars in the background, I'm right by a window and a busy street, so let's get started. Announcement that Adam Silver might just get rid of the conferences and just have every team by theirself. But who cares? It's probably not going to happen. So let's start off with the Western Conference in the Pacific Division. Number one, we have the Golden State Warriors. There's no questions asked. They have the biggest snake in the world. So yeah. Number two, I have the Los Angeles Clippers. They signed Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan back, so there's two big men. And they did sign like this European point guard or whatever who makes great passes. So he'll find them under the basket, open and ready to dunk. So yeah, just get that free throw percentage up, and the Clippers are good. Next team that I think will be third place is the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, Kyle Kuzma is turning out to be way better than Lonzo Ball in the draft. He was the 27th pick. Lonzo was the second pick. I didn't think Lonzo was going to be great, but he's going to be a pretty mediocre player, so that's why I'm putting the Lakers at number 3. Number 4, the Sacramento Kings. Now, I have the Kings because they have Buddy Hield, who has some experience, some good draft picks like De'Aaron Fox, Harry Giles, and Jackson. Some veterans like Zach Randolph and Vince Carter. Yeah, I do know a lot about my Western Conference teams, but Pacers are in the Eastern Conference, so yeah. And number 5, the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker. I'm hoping he'll drop 80 points, better than his 70-point game. But yeah, other than that, it's just the Suns. So next division, Southwest Division, I have at number 1, and also I have like the standings right here. Like, I didn't write this stuff down or something like that. I just have it right here going along, and I have the Houston Rockets with their new addition of Chris Paul and James Harden. That will be a good backcourt. Yeah, that's the Houston Rockets. And, of course, number 2, we have got the San Antonio Spurs with a great defense with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi's the whole team except for Coach Greg Popovich. So, yeah. Number 3. This is a tough one. I am putting the Pelicans because they have two big men like the Clippers. And yeah, they got Rajon Rondo, Drew Holiday. It's going to be a pretty good team. Not the best team, though. At number 4, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. I was about to say Minnesota, but Memphis. Marc Gasol is still there. Mike Conley. Two pretty good players. Mike Conley is totally underrated. I don't think they're going to be better than the Pelicans, though. And number 5, the Dallas Mavericks. Dennis Smith Jr. needs some puzzle pieces around him to get the Mavericks up there again. They got Dirk, who's a veteran. Maybe he'll teach him a few things. So the Mavericks will definitely be good in a few years. I'll give you that. Now for the Northwest Division. At number 1, I have the the Oklahoma City Thunder. They got my boy Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and that's really all I have to say. 3 All-Stars. So on to the next team. I'm going to have to give this to the Trailblazers. Now, the Trailblazers, it's Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. So you guys are probably thinking, well, Why aren't the Timberwolves ahead of the Trailblazers? Because the Trailblazers probably have better chemistry right now. So that leads up to number 3, the Timberwolves. They got to get used to Jimmy. It's pretty much the Timber Bulls with Thibodeau, or however you say his last name, Gibson, and Jimmy Butler. And they got Karl Anthony Towns. It's a pretty good team. Just need to get a little teamwork in. They're going to be really great. But next is the Denver Nuggets. They got in a good addition with Paul Millsap, and they have, what's his name, Nikola Jokic. I think that's how you say his last name. Yeah. And got some pretty good young stars. Like, they signed Gary Harris, I think. They got Jamal Murray. I mean, pretty good team. And last but not least, the Utah Jazz. They lost Gordon Hayward. Still have Rudy Gobert, but I don't think that's going to be a big addition to a team. Like, he's not the greatest scorer. He's known for his blocks and his defense. But that's pretty much all you guys have, Jazz. And a few announcements. We're so close to 1 million. You already know. And 10 years ago today, 2 of the greatest NHL players took the ice and made history. Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews. 10 years ago, 2007. Wow. 3 Stanley Cups. It's pretty amazing. Tune in next time for more Sean Balls. Thank you.